As I've been saying, this is a form of a book that's been bonded with pages and the cover. This is a hardcover. This sort of cover is a plastic. It's not a paper. Like I showed before about the book which was named Bird Watching. This is a dictionary, another sort of a book which been made together with so many pages. And books like this are called dictionary. Therefore, a dictionary is a book that you buy to keep, to own, your own book. This is my own book, my own little dictionary that I refer to. And I have not just one, I have few dictionaries with different cover made. So, this one, like I said, is a plastic outside. To keep this book safe outside, which is this is outside, and when you close it, it's like this. And the reason for these writings is you can find it easily. They just say in bookshops. Where do you look for a book like this? You go into section which says dictionary or dictionaries. Dictionary is one dictionary without the S at the end. Plural, which is more than just one, is dictionaries. It spells, when you say it, as dictionaries with Z at the end, but it's not Z, it's S at the end when it's more than one. One is always one. One is never plural because it's just one. If you add another one to one, it becomes two. Number two is when you add 1 plus 1 equals 2. But you can still have two lines standing to call them as two. Two sequence, two figures, two numbers. They are. That if it's a human being or a particular book as a dictionary, put on a shelf, in a shelf at the shops, or your own shelf at home after you bought it and you brought it and you looked at it and you got what you want from it, and then you put it away for another time. You put your books on the shelf this side facing you, for instance, in your home, at your bookshop shelves, at your library room or a library section of your own home that you call your own library in your home, where you collect your books like I do. I have my books in my old shelves. That corner in my house is my own dictionary or my own library collection books, including one of these. And for me to find the book, this book in particular, easily, not because of its size, because of the name I want to refer to another time. What do I look for? I look for the name of this book on its spine. So you put book next to the other book, another one next to it, another one, and the other one, until you fill up a shelf. Not necessarily working at a shop or a library to have your dictionaries or your books from A to Z. It is very important to know your A to Z if you are literate. If you are not, then you are illiterate. Illiterate, it means you can't read or write, and you wouldn't understand what it means, A to Z, in alphabet. But in order for anyone to find a particular book with a particular title as dictionary, so you should know how alphabet starts with. What does it start with? To me, it starts with A and it ends with Z, alphabetically order. And this one is D. So where is D comes into the dictionary? For instance, find a dictionary which starts with D. It's the first letter of alphabet. So if I have this dictionary put in my library shop shelf, I would call this one, it is a dictionary, because I didn't name it. I could have named it, maybe. You don't know that. You don't know the history of the dictionary. I do. Therefore, if you want to know who wrote the dictionary originally in alphabetical order, as we live on in history, you would know who came up with the idea of a dictionary to make reading and writing easier for those who are students. Did you say? You don't have to be at university. Before you get to university, you should know what is a dictionary and how to use a dictionary, and why should you have to learn A to Z from heart. So therefore, A, B, C, D, the fourth letter of a dictionary, to spell a dictionary or to find the meaning of a dictionary in a dictionary, not particularly this one. You go to the library and you want to know how you spell a dictionary. So you go to a library just for that day, for that minute, for that hour, for a brief time. You don't have to have a library card if you're a foreigner visiting a country, but you forgot to take your dictionary with you as a helper to your knowledge. If you go to a country you don't speak a language, my advice to anyone, whether you go to work, to live there as a married couple or as anything, if you want to go to other country to live on, start fresh with your life, you need to know the language of that country you are emigrating to. So you get yourself a favor and buy yourself a pocket dictionary. This is a pocket dictionary, which means it's not too big and it's just about the right size of your jacket pocket. So every jacket, if you're a man or a woman, should have a pocket, inside pocket. You put your dictionary here, maybe in your trousers pocket, or your skirt pocket, or your dress pocket, or your overall pocket. This is overall. This is winter jacket, waterproof jacket. And this dictionary is waterproof. Water will not enter it from the outside. They just say, you're out in the street and it's raining, you open this one, you want a word to find a meaning to or spelling to. So you have this dictionary, you carry it around. Not necessarily you are obsessed with it. You are in need of dictionary like this to have with you to help you with the country's language or you are students. So you take this kind of dictionary with you, you buy it or you borrow it from a library, your local library. And then you have to return it after 3 weeks. You have to either renew it or return it to the library. If someone else order it while you have it, you cannot renew it. You have to give it back to the library for other person to use it. But if you go in to stay in other country for more than 3 weeks, then you need to buy your own dictionary, or otherwise, when you arrive to a country, in your free time, when you have a moment, you find a library in the country you are visiting. And then you can borrow it from them if you are allowed as a visitor to borrow a dictionary. If not, then you got to go to a bookshop at the country and buy multilingual dictionary, which would then have explanations inside of the pages of the words you are looking for to communicate with people who you went to visit or you went to stay or your company appointed you to do work for their company. Seldomly, people get a job abroad, not necessarily on the country where they graduate. So therefore, they find a company, they work for them, they send them to other country. That if you don't speak the language, you need one of those to take with you. And it's very advisable to have a multilingual dictionary at your own home or anywhere else.